2 weeks in, and the drama is just getting started. Hey everyone, I'm Philip, and this is Love Island, the Daily Graft. Well, for those of you who have been following me for the past few episodes, you'll notice there's been a name change. We are no longer Love Island The Morning After. As it turns out, there is already a podcast called Love Island The Morning After with Kem from season 3 of Love Island UK. So thanks Kem for stealing my name. But now we're bringing you Love Island The Daily Graft. For any Americans who are wondering what it is to graft, this is a phrase regularly used on Love Island UK, and it basically means to put the effort into someone and really try hard to win them over. So if you're grafting someone, it means that you're really working hard to win their affection. So Love Island, the Daily Graft, is here. In the most recent episode, we saw the Islanders finding out which were the couples that were most compatible as voted by the American public. To go in line with that, today we're going to be looking at each couple and I'm going to be breaking down which I think are the most compatible and which just need to get out. Let's start with my favourite couple, Sally and Johnny. At this point, I feel like it's their game to lose. Unless something drastic happens between them, they're going to win this. They keep going from strength to strength, and watching them in comparison to the other Islanders, they just have a very effortless chemistry and they trust each other and they're working together as opposed to arguing and butting heads like some other couples. In the wedding challenge, Johnny and Sally easily won it. And I think that speaks to how compatible they are, that they're able to already work together and they're already in sync with each other. Whereas interestingly, on the other end, the couples who I think are the least compatible were the ones who lost it. We've seen the announcement of Casa Amor, and I like to think that these two will get through that and be able to come out and be a stronger couple. But as is the case with Love Island UK, we've seen some of the strongest couples who you think are unbreakable tear apart. I'm just hoping that Sally and Johnny come out of it stronger and they keep going from strength to strength to go on and win this. There isn't anyone else that I see at the moment who could take their place. In my opinion, the second most compatible couple in the villa is Justine and Caleb. A new couple, but one that has been slowly developing. When Rachel was with Caleb, you saw Justine showing an interest, and when she broke it off with Trey, she said she actively wanted to pursue Caleb. I appreciate that Justine did that. Justine got a man. What I like about Justine and Caleb's relationship is they have really healthy conversations. In a conversation the other day, Justine was expressing her love language and how that's physical touch, and how she felt that Caleb wasn't giving her enough of that. It was a very healthy conversation because Caleb then went ahead and said, yeah, I agree, I need to give you more. We've seen over the last couple of days that Caleb and Justine have started being much more intimate and touchy-feely. Their ability to talk things through and be honest and open about what they need from each other is one of the reasons I think that this could be a relationship that progresses further. Next up, Kirsten and Carrington. Before the public were deciding which couples were most compatible, Carrington and Kirsten had a conversation and mutually decided that they wanted to pursue other people. They said that they felt their relationship wasn't working. We roll on to the recoupling, and of course they're picked as one of the least compatible, which is no surprise to me. Carrington was showing interest in Lauren, and during Lauren and Carrington's date, we saw a chemistry which I felt wasn't there between Carrington and Kirsten. Unfortunately, the way it worked out with the girls picking a boy to stay and they picked Carrington, and the boys picking a girl to stay and they picked Kirsten, we've got them still together and in the villa. What would have been better is if we had a different girl or different boy stay. So if we had the pairings of Kirsten and Trey or Lauren and Carrington. Trey had expressed privately that he wanted to get to know Kirsten, and it was sad to see that there was a missed opportunity for Kirsten and Trey to get to know each other. That's a relationship that could have developed and built, and compatibility-wise, they looked good together. There's a chance that their personalities, from what we've seen as viewers, would have really meshed. On the flip side, you've got Lauren and Carrington, and again, that would have been quite a good relationship. They had obvious chemistry on their date, they bounced off each other, and again, this could have been a relationship that really could have developed over time. We then have Mackenzie and Connor. These two have been very up and down in my eyes. Some days I look at them and I think, yeah, you're really getting it together and this is a relationship that's gonna work. Other days, you see their insecurities coming out. The insecurities from Mackenzie of past relationships being brought into this relationship, and the insecurities from Connor of being inexperienced with women and not really being able to articulate what he means or what he wants. On Lauren and Trey's exit, they both separately made comments about the Islanders just cruising and not being true to themselves. In Lauren's instance, she was definitely taking a dig at Connor and Carrington, who have both separately shown interest in Lauren, but are kind of cruising and being in relationships that really aren't gonna work for them. I have to give credit to Carrington because he has broke things off with Kirsten, whereas Connor is just cruising along with Mackenzie. Both of them separately could be better off with other people. Finally, we have Moira and Calvin. Am I watching a different show to the rest of America? Because seeing them be the first out as most compatible, I was like, are you kidding me? They do not have any sexual chemistry, and this isn't a relationship that's gonna last. If it does, it's going to be a relationship that's built on lies and they're wanting to stay in the villa as opposed to finding love. If that's the game they're going to play, then so be it. They wouldn't be the first couple in the history of Love Island to just stay together to be able to get through to the end. When Moira and Calvin were lying in bed, Calvin whispered to Moira, "America found us the most compatible." As if even he was shocked. They did have a makeout session, which to me just felt like, okay, you're making out because that's what you think we want to see. Moira and Mackenzie were talking about the makeout session, and Mackenzie's reaction spoke to what everyone else is thinking. Mackenzie just said, "Ooh," but in a very like, "Ooh, that's great, you guys don't have sexual chemistry" kind of way. I feel like with Casa Amor, Moira and Calvin's relationship will be tested the most. Not that I think they have a strong relationship that's gonna break down, but more that I feel like they're saying things to each other that they think the other wants to hear. It doesn't seem genuine, and it's one of the reasons that I think this relationship, for me, they are the least compatible right now in the villa. In the next episode, we're gonna be talking all things Casa Amor. Casa Amor is always my favorite part of Love Island. It's where everything changes and the love game really begins. Make sure to join me next time for even more gossip from the fire pit. Like and subscribe on Instagram and YouTube. I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.